Imagine a game similar to rock, paper, scissors, where one entity can defeat another entity. Rock crushes scissors, scissors cuts paper, and paper covers rock. But instead of 3 components, there are 5. But not only does each one have the power to defeat one of the 5, it has the power to help one of the 5. This is what is behind the 5 elements categorized by ancient China and used to describe the world and how it changes because of these interactions as nature seeks balance. It would look like this, with the 5 outside arrows that form a circle as nurturing forces, and the 5 inner arrows that form a star as hindering forces. The earth swallows water, water puts out fire, fire melts metal, metal cuts wood, and wood divides the earth. Conversely, the earth nurtures metal, metal nurtures water, water nurtures wood, wood nurtures fire, and fire nurtures earth. Emotions are also attached to the elements. There is no judgment with the use of words, yet creative sounds better than destructive, positive sounds better than negative, nurturing sounds better than inhibiting. By definition, emotions are instinctive and intuitive, not always rational or brought on by reasoning. Sometimes, a good cry can help clear the sinuses, regulate breathing, or reduce excess energy. Anger can help summon the energy needed to do a laborious task. Worry can sometimes preempt disappointment or prepare one for failure. Fear can prepare you for fight or flight, and sometimes destructive emotions draw in the creative emotions that we need for healing. In short, we need all of our emotions. In part 2, we looked at earth and metal, and now we're going to dive into water. Be like water is a quote attributed to Bruce Lee, and just about every martial arts instructor has used this quote on beginning students. There's a hardness and a softness of water, and of course, fluidity. Be soft and flowing like water is the most common yin advice. Breathe like the ocean waves on a beach, continuous and rhythmic. The yang of water can be an explosion, fountain of fists, or surrounding and descending on an opponent like a waterfall. Water can be still as ice, or serene as a pristine mountain lake on a windless day. It can also be a raging river, or a tsunami tremendous in power, scope, and destruction. Is water yin or yang? It is, like everything else, both. Taoism tells us that ultimately the softest thing in the world will overcome the hardest. The slow, gentle, but relentless river will erode mountains over time. Water seeks its own level and is adaptable, takes the shape of whatever container it's poured into. Water can freeze solid, or it can become a cloud and float away. Water will take the path of least resistance. The element of water puts out fire and nurtures wood. The color is blue, and the season is winter. Creative emotions are serenity and wisdom, destructive emotions, fear. The organs that the water element consists of are the kidneys and the bladder, also known as the renal system in Western medicine. Although the main purpose of the system is to eliminate wastes, there's also some regulation of blood volume and blood pH and electrolytes. Many people are wrong when they say that by the time you experience thirst, you are fully dehydrated and it's too late to replenish fluids. However, if you do not act when the body tells you it's thirsty, then you risk stages of fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and cramping. David Byrne of the Talking Heads was right. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Natural aquifers have created filtered, fresh water. Water everywhere. The earth is covered in 71% water. We are made of water, and we need water to live. We have all 5 elements in our body, but water is the most prevalent. Over half of our body is water. When Bruce Lee says to be like water, in the physical sense, it is impossible to not be like water. Water nurtures the wood element. The color is green, the season is spring, with focuses on creativity and rebirth. The organs are the liver and gallbladder. Wood is patient. It moves slow enough to penetrate and divide the earth. It is also very persistent, as anyone who has ever battled weeds or seen the plant growth in the most barren of places. We have a symbiotic relationship with plants. They provide food, life-giving oxygen, which we inhale, and they take in carbon dioxide, which we exhale. The food they provide contains two important items for us: cellulose, which provides dietary fiber and keeps humans happy and regular; chlorophyll, the pigment that plants use to absorb light energy. This energy is transferred into our cells and blood when we consume fresh greens. In Tai Chi and Qigong, there is a lot of rising and sinking. The development of the legs, hips, and glutes in Tai Chi and Qigong are very important, just as important as core training. The trunk of a tree can be very strong, but if it has poor roots, it will topple in a storm. The organs for the wood element are the liver and the gallbladder. The liver is a phenomenal organ. The major functions are to detoxify the body and produce biochemicals for digestion. However, over 500 vital functions have been discovered for the liver. The nurturing emotions for wood are kindness and generosity. The destructive emotion is anger. Wood nurtures the fire element. Fire element, colors red, season summer, the organs of the heart and small intestine. Just about everybody learns at a young age what fire is, and that the word hot means danger or pain. And we also learn that controlled fire can toast our marshmallows or keep us warm around a campfire. Like the other four elements, we also have the fire element in our body. The brain is an organ that transmits electrical signals to the other parts of the body, and the heart has an electrical conduction system to keep it pumping, a natural pacemaker. When we have misfires, it's called palpitations, and when the heart stops, sometimes a defibrillator is used to send 1,000 volts of electricity to start it back up. The heart is the emperor of the body. It's about the size of your fist, and its official job is to pump oxygenated blood throughout the body. According to the National Heart Foundation, heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States. The positive emotions for the fire element are love and compassion. The destructive emotion is uncontrolled joy. I'm not sure I can explain unconditional love and compassion that includes empathy and caring, not in the limited time I have here. But like fire, we feel love and we learn about it at a very early age, starting at infancy. Uncontrolled joy is like uncontrolled fire. It can be painful and dangerous. Sometimes that head over heels crazy feeling can take away our common sense and blind us to the truth. Love can be blind. Uncontrolled can bring about crimes of passion. People can also die from a broken heart. Fire gives us warmth and light. The heart can also give us warmth, pleasure, joy, and laughter. To be heart healthy, we need to love ourselves, love others, and learn to forgive. So what is the 5-element theory used for? I can tell you what it's not. It's not a religion, it's not a replacement for Western medicine, and it's not excuses for how and why people act. It is something that traditional Chinese medical practitioners use to help heal others. For me, it is one tool out of many where I can get a sense of where I am on the continuum and what direction I might take to help me towards achieving physical or emotional balance.
Mm-hmm.